It is a big night for basketball as the NBA tips off its first ever in-season tournament. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is here to tell us about that. Victor Wembanyama fever, the most touted rookie since LeBron James, and about King James, too. It's great to have you with us, Adam. Good morning.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're here. It's Friday morning. You got this big tournament, so much on the line. It's been coming together for a while now, too.
Exactly. So we've been trying to put this together for many years. Initially, we were calling it the mid-season tournament. We finally settled on the in-season tournament because it's not quite mid-season yet.
You want to be factual there.
Exactly. But the notion is, and people, I think, for college basketball fans, always knowing that there's, let's say, a holiday classic, so it doesn't replace winning the conference championship or, of course, the NCAA, but it's a tournament within the season. And the idea here is we're taking games that are already regular season games, and we're designating them as in-season tournament games. So, for example, they start tonight. The Knicks are one of those teams playing the Bucks. And it begins with group play, which is a concept that they use in international soccer. So all 30 teams are participating. They play each other 4 times. In the group. Then the teams that win the group will go on to what we call the knockout stage, again, used largely in international sports. And then it'll culminate in our equivalent of a Final Four in Las Vegas. And this all happens over roughly 6 weeks. So the final game will be December 9th in Las Vegas.
Wow. It's a little sort of mid-season spice. And you alluded to the fact that it's been 15 years in the making. Why is it so important to the NBA?
I think it's so important because, frankly, there's so much competition. There's so much interest in sports, particularly this time of year. There's a lot of college football going on, obviously the NFL. So it's just an opportunity to break through a little bit, to take games that we were already playing, but add something special. And some of the things we're doing, for example, we're using different courts, very colorful courts. So hopefully when fans are tuning, flipping through the channels, it's on ESPN tonight. It'll be a little bit arresting to say something different is going on by seeing the courts. We're using different uniforms. And the guys really seem to be getting up for it. And I'd add just particularly the international players. There's a long history in international soccer of having these different cups that players compete for. Wow. So they're familiar with the concept. And I think the American players have come along, and especially to your point, we've been talking about it for a long time. And I think my sense is the teams have really warmed up to it.
Victor Wembanyama was our play of the day earlier in the show. What has he meant for the league?
It's fascinating. I hate to put too much pressure on a young player who's only 19 years old.
I know, 19.
He is 7'4", as they say. You can't teach height, but beyond that, he's a spectacular athlete. He's a spectacular young man. He's French. He was the first pick in the draft last year. Of course, he plays for the San Antonio Spurs. I think he had what people may look back on as his first truly breakout game last night. 38 points, 10 rebounds. But I would just say I hope you have him on sometime. He's just
Robin.
He's so interesting.
I mean, he's just so charismatic. He's so worldly. He speaks multiple languages. Again, I don't want to put even more pressure on him. I heard you're already comparing him to LeBron, but he has that opportunity to be one of the truly great players in the league.
Well, you said LeBron, so let's talk about LeBron. He's talked about maybe kind of like, calling it a day, and here we are having a great season. So how much longer do you think we get a chance to watch LeBron?
I just say for him, so he's going into his 21st season, as an NBA player. He is now the oldest player in the entire league, which is hard for me to believe.
It is.
But he's still someone who's in contention to be the most valuable player. I can't remember any time in the history of the league where the oldest player was somebody who people were treating as if he were in his prime. I know he's talked about wanting to still be on the court when one of his sons, hopefully gets drafted into the NBA. But he takes incredible care of his body. He takes incredible care of himself. Just it's a year-round thing, and I don't see any reason why he can't keep playing for several years. And they had a fantastic game last night. They beat the Clippers and 2 nights ago in overtime. And he's, as I said, I mean, he's still a joy to watch. And he's a great representative of the league.
Your passion is so obvious for what you do.
We have a video question from a Lakers fan.
What are some innovative ways that the league is planning to use in order to connect the local teams to their communities, fan bases, and players?
Well, I'd say it begins with technology. I mean, just one quick example is our app, is the NBA app. And I think that's an opportunity where, for example, if you're a San Antonio Spurs fan or you just want to follow Victor Wembanyama, you can get up first thing in the morning and you can pre-select the players, the teams you care about, tell you everything that happened on the floor the night before, break down the highlights. You know, if you have 3 minutes to watch highlights and you have no more time, you can sort of set it to watch the quick highlight package. So I think largely technology is the way that we're bringing our fans closer to the game.
And I'm looking forward to hearing more of the new LL Cool J song, because that knock you out, it's perfect. All right.
For the energy.
For the yeah, exactly. It gets you going. Perfect alarm sound.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. The NBA in-season tournament tips off tonight, and you can see the Knicks face the Bucks at 7:30 Eastern, followed by Mavericks versus the Nuggets. At 10 Eastern, it's all on ESPN. Check your app.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.